Now that Ian will impact more than Florida's west coast, as some people who fled to the east from the Gulf may still be in its path.
Such a dangerous storm, it's almost impossible to escape. The flooding already devastating, so it begs the question, how will the federal government respond? And for that, we bring in our Washington, D.C. Bureau reporter, Rachel Knapp. From Washington, Rachel, what are you hearing from FEMA about the storm so far?
Well, Ethan and Lisa, FEMA is encouraging locals who live in Florida to listen to their local officials because they predict that the storm is going to bring in a life-threatening storm surge and just widespread flooding, as we've seen in some videos now. You know, my parents live in the Hillsborough County area, an area that is expected to get really hit hard by this storm. Now, here's some video of what they sent to me outside of their home earlier this afternoon. My mom, Ruth Knapp, lives a few miles away from Apollo Beach in the Tampa-St. Pete area. She carefully stepped outside her home to take this video. You can see just how strong those winds are blowing against the palm trees. And she also sent some videos of what her neighbors are doing to protect their homes. She helped them put up these hurricane shutters to protect their windows from these heavy rain, wind, and anything else that might hit their home. She and most of her neighbors have decided to stay home during the storm because they're not in an evacuation zone, but they are experiencing heavy rains and strong winds nonetheless. And according to officials, the storm could get worse later on. But she tells me most of the work to prepare for a storm like this happens before the hurricane gets close.
We've known about this hurricane for a few days, so I think me and many other people around here are fairly well prepared. I mean, the shelves were empty in Home Depot and the grocery store when I was there yesterday, just picking up the last few things. But I went ahead and made sure that I had, flashlights, batteries, sand, to make sure that no water comes in the back door.
And just to let everyone know, my parents are safe, and so far they still have power, but she knows people in Sarasota that don't have power right now. And as far as other parts of the storm in the Tampa area, locals took this video near Tampa Bay this morning where the water has receded. In other parts of the coast, they're experiencing some flooding, heavy rains, and winds. Now, FEMA officials say this hurricane is going to be devastating for Florida, but they said that they are ready to help after this hurricane hits. Of course, we're going to be monitoring the situation for you. Sending it back to the studio.